Okay, so we're back through college here at the Flatiron School. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Sure. So I'm Jeanette Maister. I'm the U.S. Managing Director for WCN. Spent my entire career in campus recruiting, though, prior to that, and now I'm
all over Wall Street.
All over Wall Street, Credit Suisse, Lehman Brothers, and in my spare time, I'm a career coach at Columbia Business School.
Yeah, so what do you think is the biggest challenge? You're seeing it, from a WCN point of view, from an ATS viewpoint. What do you see as being the biggest challenge that college recruiters face right now?
It's a great question. I think the biggest challenge is, and maybe obviously I'm a little bit biased, is around, the technology is changing so much, and figuring out how can people harness all the different, the changing landscape, to engage with the candidates on campus, get them to join their company versus another company, and how can they do it efficiently? Not everyone has all the resources they did, hundreds of years ago, because I've been doing this for many years. So to me, that's like one of the biggest things is there's such inefficiencies going on in campus. There's so much administrative burden. So how can these guys figure out a great way to
actually
engage with the candidates versus be bogged down in managing the administration?
Okay, so what are some of the good practices you've seen that help us solve that?
It's a good question. So good practices is I think taking a step back and looking at the process of what people are doing. So knowing that things are changing. So what schools are someone going to? Where can you be much more efficient? Can you look at technology in a different manner? Because there's so many new tools out there. We have clients who are starting to use not just applicant tracking system, but start to engage with the candidates before they're in that internship year, and track them all the way through, and know who those top kids are, and engage with them, and in a system, and not on Excel spreadsheets. Everyone's on Excel spreadsheet. Get rid of Excel, and so that's an easy way. Is
get that cohesive system.
Get the system.
Okay, so apart from WCN, apart from your own, what have you seen technology-wise that you think is cool or is interesting that would really help the student process?
Well, I think what's interesting, we were talking today, is around video interviewing, or we were talking more about changing the name from video interviewing to video assessment. Which I think is really interesting from a campus standpoint, because you have, how can you, people are going to their core schools, but how can you find great candidates outside the schools you're visiting? And, video assessment, flattens it, where anyone can start the application process, start to engage, and then employers can start to assess the candidates without visiting them on campus, without interviewing them in person.
Without needing to do that. Things a bit further.
Exactly. So you can go and try and target and find that top student at University of Nowhere and assess them
and this
virtually.
Is what we've been talking about today.
Exactly.
People saying, we really like to get these students from University of Nowhere,
but I don't have the budget.
Exactly,
I don't have the budget.
12 colleges, and it has to be these Ivy League colleges.
Exactly. So it it allows great students to get in the process, and then you can also do video interviewing. So first assess them, have them do, answer a few questions, see if they have good communication skills, can they speak, and then, okay, great. If they pass that test, then actually interview them, and maybe do it in person, maybe fly them in. And that's a great experience, and they'll love your company, because it's really how many people are going to fly in a kid from University of Nowhere, a candidate, I should say.
No, but I accept that. And actually hearing the students referring to themselves as kid.
It's just a U.S. thing.
Tells me that's actually cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Sure, thank you.
Thanks
guys.